Selma Sun's owner has big news to share. 2022 projections look good for Selma and Dallas County, and COVID appears to be here to stay. That and more in this week's edition of the Selma Sun Spotlight, shining the light on Selma and Dallas County. I'm Cindy Fisher, publisher of the Selma Sun.
And I'm Todd Prater, staff writer for the Selma Sun. Here's this week's top stories.
There's big news for the Selma Sun and our parent company, Kingfisher Media. I was in Perry County on Wednesday and recorded this. Kingfisher Media has some exciting news to share. We are expanding into Perry County. We have taken over news operations for the Marion Times Standard, so we now cover Dallas County and Perry County. We have exciting news that is coming up about expanding into other markets of the Black Belt and Central Alabama, so stay tuned.
Boy, things are getting exciting. I am looking forward to it. Meeting with the owners and everybody that we're working with on all the papers, the print, the online. It's just really exciting, and I'm so happy to see not only us doing better, but everybody is served better now, too.
That's right, and this is the kind of growth that Kingfisher Media has been wanting to do in the Black Belt and in Central Alabama, so stay tuned. There is more to come.
Exciting stuff. Selma and Dallas County Center for Commerce predicts great things for the area in 2022. Chamber of Commerce Executive Director Cheryl Smedley says that there were several new businesses that opened last year, and she believes that trend will continue into 2022. She says several developers are looking to invest in Selma and Dallas County. Smedley also says she expects to see growth in tourism with events like the Bridge Crossing Jubilee that's returning to being in person in March, and with walking tours of the Downtown Historic District as well as the Historic Pilgrimage.
Yeah, and EDA Executive Director Wayne Vardaman said that 2022 is looking great with several big projects in the works, but he can't give details just yet about them. He hopes to see those come to fruition in 2022.
Selma Mayor James Perkins Jr. says the city of Selma is ending the year on a high note, and that he believes that the improved morale in City Hall has rubbed off on the entire city. Perkins says that when his administration took office, there was not a single department functioning properly. But as he closes out year one of his 4-year term, 123 employees have been hired to replace those that were laid off in the previous administration. And he says there's also 8 new firefighters and 9 new police officers in town.
Well, and Perkins also told us that Public Works has been fixing potholes and sidewalks, and the Recreation Department revived the youth football program. Now, Perkins admits that there's still issues in many areas, including crime, labor unions, and population decline, but also notes that the city is not broke.
That's a good thing. It appears that COVID is here to stay, though, according to State Health Officer Dr. Scott Harris. But COVID's not the same as the flu, he says. It's 10 times more deadly than the flu, and previous variants were even 20 times more deadly. He says that earlier surges of COVID put so many Alabamians in the hospital that patients who needed to be hospitalized for routine care had to be sent to other states.
You know, Harris also predicts that everyone in the state will eventually get COVID, which means the most important thing is to be vaccinated and boosted to protect against serious illness, hospitalization, or death. But Alabama has a long way to go. Harris says Alabama is 45th in the nation in vaccinations.
Thank you for joining us for this week's edition of the Selma Sun Spotlight.
Read these stories and more at selmasun.com, and follow and subscribe to us at our YouTube channel and on our Facebook and Instagram.
See you next week.
See you next week.